Give me a moment. Okay. All right. Yes, welcome to TreeCampus, everyone. So let me tell you something about TreeCampus. TreeCampus is a platform which helps you to enhance your English communication, which helps you to boost your confidence, which helps you to prepare for your interview or for your exams at school. So it is a one-stop solution for all your problems related to English. So yes, if you are facing any kind of stage phobia or you're facing any kind of hesitation while speaking English, so Sri Campus helps you to enhance your English communication. Along with that, it also helps you to boost your confidence. And how can we boost our confidence? How can we reduce the hesitation and how can we boost our confidence? Anyone can give me one idea that what is that way? Okay, so Divya is saying that my voice is not audible. Is it so? My voice is not audible properly, everyone. Today I might face some network issue because there is huge rain and lightning going on in my
Your
area.
voice is audible, ma'am, perfectly.
Is it cutting out or is it smooth?
Not cutting, ma'am. It is
Okay.
smooth.
So for facing some related to, I think they need to check their audio first. Okay. So yes, thank you so much, Sanjeev. See, even my hairs is also moving. Actually, there's a huge something like stone type. Okay. So let me see how much people have joined so far. Okay, so as you know that Pooja ma'am always gives some extra gyan. As you know that I give some extra gap. So what is that gap? You know what? Today my topic is very cut to the point. The topic is group discussion. And let me see how many. So we have 14 students so far. So I think this is a good amount that you people can discuss on a specific topic. So the topic is what is the importance of effective communication? And when we talk about communication, so let me tell you one thing that we are talking specifically about English communication and not any other language. Okay. So
हाँ
yes, this is the topic. Topic
कांच
is
खुला है बस आधा नहीं तो हाथ फूट जाता था निकाल लेते
Saloni Parmar. You are unmuted, my dear. Please mute yourself back. Saloni Parmar, mute yourself back. Good evening, Kanika. So yes, today's topic is group discussion, and what you need to do, you need to discuss about the importance of effective communication. It means कि इंग्लिश में बात करने का क्या फायदा होता है, क्या इफेक्ट होता है, क्यों इंग्लिश में बात करना इतना जरूरी होता है. You have to tell me that. Yes, Pushpendra Chauhan, hello. Divya, you're facing some network issue. You need to check your audio. Yes, Pushpendra Chauhan, tell me. Saloni Pushpendra, can you please, both of you, please mute yourself back. Don't disturb me. Don't interrupt in between while I'm saying something. Again, one more student is saying, is my voice breaking? Okay, give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
No, ma'am, you are properly audible. चलो यहाँ चलो ना बाहर चलो ना. हाँ चलो चलो ना अरे छोड़ना ही
Pushpendra Chauhan, Amit Shah, both of you mute yourself. And nobody will unmute yourself until unless you ask me to do so. Okay. So yes, today's topic is, before we are going to start this topic, the importance of effective communication. First, I want to know that why are you learning spoken English? Okay, so let's start with Dayavati. Dayavati, go ahead. You have to tell me why have you started learning spoken English, my dear?
Uh, good evening, ma'am, and
Good evening, dear.
thank you for giving a chance to speak about the English communication. I think that English is a national language. It is used all over India. We can communicate any other person who lives any country or abroad. So I wanted to learn this language because of its needs today. Its need nowadays because of we can't talk in this from this language in any other from any other person, and this improve our personality, our vocabulary, and this language shows about our personality. That's all, ma'am.
So, your speech was, the statements were absolutely correct, Dayavati. But you have said English is used as a national language. That is incorrect. The data is incorrect, my dear. It is not used as national language. Okay, it is not a national
International.
language. Yes, it is a language which is used as with majority of people. For it is a language which we can say that it is used globally. But yes, it is not a national language. Okay, so yes, Dayavati, I totally agree with you. Next, who will say that why have you joined this class? Why do you want to learn spoken English? Yes, Rupali, over to you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
The main reason why I'm learning English that I want to express my thoughts in a well manner to the person who is in front of me. That's the only reason that I want to express myself with with very clarity.
If you want to express yourself with clarity, so you can express yourself in your own language also. But why specifically
No,
English you
ma'am,
want to?
because English is used. English is very important. Most of the times, we'll talk to those peoples who don't know English. So at that time, sorry, who don't know Hindi. So at that time, we will use English because English is the medium or a link between to the person I'm talking.
Okay.
Or if I go somewhere in any MNC or for seeking any job, this is essential to learn English. And I think it's essential that you need to learn at least two languages like Hindi and English. It's must for everyone nowadays.
Learning any language can be beneficial for us. But yes, since majority of people speak English, that is why it is essential for us to learn this language. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yes, who wants to come next? Who wants to come next? Yes, who wants to come next?
कब
Who, please don't.
पहले कह रहा हूँ जब अब तुम मिल तो गए
Who is this Dipanshu Bansal? Mute yourself. Mute. Raj Sharma, mute. Arvind Kumar, mute yourself. People, please mute yourself. You know what? I'm going to put a setting that you cannot unmute yourself. Okay? All right. So who wants to come next?
Ma'am.
Yes, Kanika?
Okay, ma'am. First of all, thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. English is very important language. I need to learn English for my career. Now I am in 11th class, but when I will apply for any job, so I will facing many problems. So I want to learn English.
Okay, so you want to learn English. So in short, you want to learn things for your workplace. That is what. See, I'm not asking you that what is the effects of English. I'm just asking what is your objective of learning English communication. So before we are going to work on English communication, let me tell you what is the effect of, what is the importance of. Yes, Sanjeet also wants to say something. Yes, Sanjeet, over to you.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
You're not audible. Your voice is cutting out, I guess.
Sorry, ma'am. It's clear, ma'am.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, ma'am. First of all, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, wait a minute, wait a minute. Again, somebody else has unmuted themselves. Ansh Maheshwar Imam. Wait a minute. Let me put a setting. Now you people will not be allowed to unmute yourself. Wait, Sanjit, I'm unmuting you. Yes, Sanjit, unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Sanjit. Okay,
Yes,
over
ma'am.
to you, Sanjit.
Okay, ma'am. So, it's my point of view about English. Like, if you know the regional languages, right, ma'am? Like any kind of regional language, so it will be good for you for the any specific, like state. Like, I'm from Bihar, so I know Bhojpuri. So it will be good for my state only. If I know Hindi, so it will be good for my country only. But if I know Hindi, so it will be that it will I use for the over the world. Like whenever like and wherever I will go, so I will use English to express my thought, to like speak with anyone. And not only in the world, in India also. Like I'm from Bihar, and if I'm talking about South India, so people are talking like they're in Tamil, Telugu, and Malayalam and Kannada, so that is totally impossible to understand. But again, there is a plus point. People are there using English as a second language, so I can speak with them there in a English language. So that's why English is very important for now in this day. And I think not only me, like everyone has to know English very well, man.
Okay, so yes, you have explained everything so well. So very good, Sanjeev. So yes, students, you know what? So first of all, let's talk about communication and let's forget about English now. So first of all, communication is itself a very effective tool to express your thoughts, your imagination, your views, your sorrow, your happiness to your family and to your friends, your relatives. Okay. So talking about a specific language, कि इस लैंग्वेज में बात करना why it is effective, इस particular इस लैंग्वेज में बात करना is why it is more essential. So that is a different thing. First, let us learn about the importance of communication. Okay, wait a minute. All right. So as humans, we are drawn to one another and communicate with each other in a variety of capacities. So there are several roles that each individual fills on a daily basis, depending context of interaction. What every interaction has in common is the need for clear and effective communication. There are several elements that are involved in creating and maintaining lasting, genuine relationship through communication. Two of which are recognizing body language and cues and using effective listening skills. So yes, as humans, we are tend to talk to each other. कम्युनिकेशन का मतलब ही क्या हुआ, बात करना. तो हम लोग एक ह्यूमन बीइंग है और हम एक दूसरे के व्यूज को, एक दूसरे के बातों को कैसे समझते हैं. सी हम लोग जो है कम्युनिकेशन के बहुत सारे तरीके होते हैं. आप लिख के, आप इशारों से बता सकते हैं. बट व्हाट इज द मोस्ट इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन? इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन व्हेन वी, जब हम बात करते हैं, वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन इज द मोस्ट इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन रादर देन एज कंपेयर टू नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन. ठीक है. हर दिन हम एक एक इंडिविजुअल जो है उसको बहुत सारे रोल्स प्ले करने पड़ते हैं. ही हैज टू वर्क, ही हैज टू लुक फॉर हिज होम, yes, look for his kids. उसको ऑफिस भी मेंटेन करना है, उसे घर भी मेंटेन करना है, उसे सब कुछ मेंटेन करना है. So in this fulfilling this role, so a human has many roles, and in this way of working, so one has to do a lot of communication. So I think for this communication, everything that we use must be clear and effective. Okay. For example, if you are a working professional as well as you are a homemaker, so you have to make a balance between a home and your office. So there should be a proper way that should be a clear and effective, and that is made by communication. So if you are not communicating well with all the people around you, somehow you are making a loophole. Okay. All right. Incorrectly making use of these elements, one can see an improvement in the quality of social interaction as well as increased confidence in engaging with others in social capacity. These benefits can be essential tools in securing a job or building lasting relationships. See, sometimes communication plays a vital role. Okay, it plays a vital role to maintain a relationship, whether it's a social relationship, relationship, what kind of relationship you want. And yes, as you all know, that it helps you to secure a job. We are not talking about specifically in English. We are talking about communication. Verbal communication is very much important, and it helps you to somehow enhance your chances of growth. If you will speak, you will enhance your social interaction. If your social interaction will increase, then somehow your prestige will increase. Okay, there'll be you will be a proud citizen, right? And yes, these can benefit the most essential tool that can help you to ensure or secure a job wherever you want to. Okay, so now next, benefits of effective communication. So what is the benefit? क्या होता फायदा क्या होता है? What is the benefit of effective communication? When communication is effective, it leaves all parties involved satisfied and feeling accomplished. तो जब जो है, अगर हम बातचीत हमारी बहुत प्रभावी तरीके से होती है ना, when this communication is effective, it leaves all parties. Here all parties का मतलब हम लोग पॉलिटिकल पार्टी से नहीं है, मतलब कि जिससे भी हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो whether we are communicating to one person or we are communicating to a group, वो सबको एक तरह से एक सेंस ऑफ सेटिस्फैक्शन देता है कि अगर कोई बात हमारी बात से कन्विंस नहीं हो रहा है, तो हम कम्युनिकेट करके उनको सेटिस्फाई करें, उनकी जो इश्यूज है उनको सॉल्व करें. तो somehow वो उनके जो इनके इश्यूज को सॉल्व करता है, एक सेल्फ सेटिस्फैक्शन देता है, और इनके जो भी फीलिंग है उसको अकॉम्प्लिश करता है. अकॉम्प्लिश मतलब कि किसी चीज को एक एंड देना, अचीव करना. Okay, by delivering message clearly, there is no room for misunderstanding or alteration of messages. If you have communicated your thoughts, your imaginations, whatever the feelings you have, and it should be in a clear way, then there will be no room for any kind of alteration of message, or it is also called message entropy. Okay, and there is no rule of misunderstanding. अगर आपने अपनी बात को ठीक से रखा है, if you have communicated your words, your imagination, your statements with uttermost manner, अगर उसको सही तरीके से रखा है, तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि कोई misunderstanding, किसी भी तरह के misunderstanding होगी. Okay, which decreases the potential for conflict. Yes, so somehow ये जो है conflict मतलब कि किसी भी तरह के मतभेद को कम करता है, अगर if the communication will be effective. अगर communication हमारी effective होगी, effective के मतलब प्रभावी. Okay, in situations where conflict does arise, effective communication is the key factor to ensure that the situation is resolved in a respectful manner. देखिए ये बहुत अच्छी लाइन लिखी है, ठीक है. जहां मतभेद होते हैं ना, आपने बहुत बहुत सुना था कि जहां पे सुई से बात नहीं बनती ना, जहां से तलवार से बात नहीं बनती ना, वहां पे लोगों के अच्छे व्यवहार, उनके बातचीत से बात बन जाती. ठीक है. वर्ड्स प्ले अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट words play a very important role. ठीक है, तो आपको जहाँ पे जो है मतभेद, जहाँ पे आप कह सकते हैं कि जहाँ पे मतभेद हो रहा है, जहाँ पे विचारों का मतभेद हो रहा है, अगर आपने अपने कम्युनिकेशन के थ्रू लोगों को, वहां के लोगों से बातचीत की, अपने विचारों को बहुत अच्छे से रखा, तो मुझे लगता है कि दुनिया का कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है, कोई भी, वो आराम से सोल्यूशन हो जाएगा, और बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके, इन रेस्पेक्टफुल मैनर इट विल। ओके, नेक्स्ट इज हाउ वन communities how one communities can be make or break factors in securing a job, maintaining a healthy relationship and healthy self-expressions. So the question is how one communicates can be make or break factor in securing a job. So एक इंसान के बात करने से कितने किस चीजें हो रही, that you are maintaining a social interaction, okay, at the same time you are somehow, you are securing a position in socially you are securing a position, you are somehow securing a position in job, you are getting the chances of getting a prestige in society are enhanced. Okay, okay, so yes, these are the benefits that you need to work on to enhance your effective communication. All right, so Sanjeev is saying that I'm not audible. Is it so? Is it so? Am I not audible? Pali is saying yes. किसको किसको मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही है? Okay, thank you so much, Rupali. Thank you so much, Dayavati. All right. So I can see that there are two students as well. Akash 96. Hello, Akash. Hello, Akash. So yes, now this is the topic of effective communication I have elaborated. So now you people have to discuss about what are the ways, आप कौन-कौन से ऐसे तरीके होते हैं, and you people discuss. Now let's take a discussion about that what is the importance of effective communication. Wait, I'm giving you key that you can unmute yourself. All right. Yes, now it's your turn since the topic is group discussion. So you people have to discuss. You have to share your points that why English communication is more effective rather than in other language. English communication ही इतना effective क्यों माना जाता है? Rather than talking in Hindi or any other language, why English is considered as to be more effective? Yes, come up with your thoughts. This is a group discussion, my dear students. You need to come up with your thoughts. Yes, Akash 96, Saloni. Saloni wants to say something. Yes, Saloni. Unmute yourself and say. Yes, Saloni.
Ma'am, I want to say something. Can I?
Okay. Yes, Divya.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, effective communication is not only to communicate with each other, but it also increase the vocabulary and it give the plus point in the personality and boost the confidence also when we talk someone in English, especially in MNCs or a companies, not MNCs, domestic companies also. If we communicate in English, then it give a good impression.
Okay, that's a very interesting point shared by Divya. So well done, Divya. So
Thank you, ma'am.
yes, so
Ma'am,
speaking. Okay, wait a minute. So Divya, I want you to please.
The statement you have given just now, I want you to repeat it again, Divya.
ma'am, you are not audible properly. Could you please repeat it?
I want you to repeat it again. Repeat it again, Divya. Whatever you have
Okay.
said right now, repeat it again.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Effective communication, it not also help to communicate, but it also increase the vocabulary and it gave the plus point in the personality and boost the confidence when I talking to someone And not only MNCs but domestic companies also. If we communicate in English in a better or effective way, then it gives a good impression.
Yes, I totally agree with Divya. Yes, how many of you agrees with Divya, that speaking in English not only enhances personality, but somehow your vocabulary skills are also enhanced. And yes, if you will speak in English, not only you can be impress domestic companies, but also international companies can also you can also impress with your communication. You can also impress international companies, right? All right. So who wants to say? Divya, you can put
Ma'am,
on your hand.
ma'am, I
Yes.
want to um, कल आपने एक्सेलरेट से वर्ड था ना, तो मैंने उससे सेंटेंस बनाया था, then I want to share with you.
Sure, Divya. You want to frame a sentence with accelerate. Go ahead.
Accelerate. Our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, has accelerated our Indian economy to become the third largest economy in the world.
Okay. Accelerated. यहाँ पे जो word use होगा वो accelerated होगा. Has
Okay.
accelerated. Mr. Narendra Modi has accelerated the economy of India to become the third largest economical country of whatever. Okay.
In the world.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
very good, Divya. The sentence was absolutely correct. Okay, so
Thank you,
who
ma'am.
wants to come next? You have to say about why it is
Good evening, ma'am.
important to speak in English.
Good evening, ma'am.
Who is this?
Good evening, ma'am.
Who is this? Please tell me your name.
Anya.
Yes, Anya.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. You have already said two times, my dear. So
Okay,
yes,
मैम
tell me.
हमने कहा था 11
Speak
बजे
in
का.
English. Speak in English. This is a spoken language class, my dear. You have to speak in English. Students are not
Yes,
allowed to speak in Hindi.
sure, ma'am, sure.
Yes, Anya, the topic is why importance of effective communication in English. Would you like to speak on this topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead. This is not a joke, my dear Anya. This is not a joke. This is a class. Okay?
Ma'am, hello, ma'am.
Yes. All right. Next, who wants to come next? Kanika, you want to say Raj Sharma, mute yourself. Kanika, you have shared something through chat box. So I want you to express your thoughts in the form of communication, not non-verbal but verbal. Okay, so Kanika has written something, but Kanika, you have to share it verbally. As we are talking about now, verbal communication are more effective than non-verbal communication, right? Who wants to come? Come on, students, this is a group discussion. You need to share your points. You have to tell me what are the more effect, what else can you do? If you speak in English, what is the significance of speaking in English? What is the importance of making this language more effective? We have Dayavati. Dayavati is not saying anything. Ritika, hello Ritika. Kanika, please present your points. Sanjeet, Sapna, Suhani, Yogesh, come up with your point. This is a group discussion. ग्रुप डिस्कशन में टीचर कम बोलती है, यहाँ पे टीचर ही ज्यादा बोल रही है.
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready to communicate. Sorry, I'm ready to um, express my views about this topic. So, if we know if we know about English language, we communicate in English language to each other, enhance our vocabulary. We can secure job and social status position to speak English with the with the friends and with person and uh, social persons.
So somehow you are saying that if we speak in English, It helps you to enhance your social interaction, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, agreed. Yes, next. Who wants to come next?
Ma'am,
Yes, Rupali.
I think first of all, it's very crucial to learn this language. And if we want to leave a better image of ourselves in front of anyone, if we are talking in this language, it will be very helpful. And if someone wants a better position in their company, so I think it will be possible through this language. And we all know that there's an IELTS exam which we have to we have to complete if we want to study in foreign. So most of the people feel themselves that they are good in writing English, but when it comes to speak at this language, they feel very hesitate. And if we are not communicating in a better way or in a better manner, that invigilator will not pass us or will not give us chance to go and study, go and pursue our higher studies. So that's very important. And if anyone, most of the people wants to be a cabin crew, and there's also interview which we have to complete, which we have to crack. So there's also effective communication is very important. By this, by the effective communication only, then we will be able to crack most of the interviews. And if we are learning this language, it's not any problem. There are only benefits of learning any language. It will open lots of doors for us and gives us lots of opportunities to do better or extraordinary in our career.
I totally agree with you. You know what? She has raised a very valid point. So whenever if you're willing to work in foreign countries where English is used as majority, when majority of people, so in for working in this type of countries or for getting or studying in this type of country, for example, Canada, America, Britain, London, America, this kind of country. So there is a specific test like IELTS or TOEFL. You have to pass these kind of tests. So it is somehow it what kind of this test it is it tells you अगर आप इस टेस्ट में पास होते हो तभी आप इस जो वहां पे काम कर सकते हो यू कैन गेट अ वीजा और आप वहां पे काम आपको वहां पर वर्क वीजा मिल सकता है तभी आप वहां पे काम कर सकते हैं एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो गेट अ स्टूडेंट वीजा ऑल्सो मतलब आप स्टूडेंट की तरह काम कर सकते हो आप वहां पे मतलब आप वहां पे काम कर सकते हो पढ़ाई कर सकते हो यू हैव टू पास अ सर्टेन टेस्ट और ये टेस्ट होते हैं सारे इंग्लिश के लिए आपकी इंग्लिश में कम्युनिकेशन कितनी अच्छी है कितनी बेहतर है आप वहां पे लोगों को कितने अच्छे से अपने एक्सप्रेस अपने थॉट्स बता पाओगे ठीक है सो ये सब चीज आपको वहां पे करनी पड़ेगी सो यस वेरी वेल डन एनीवन एल्स हु वांट्स टू शेयर देयर पॉइंट्स गो अहेड
Yes, ma'am.
यस संजीत
Ma'am, first of all, actually, we know very well English is a not a subject; it's a language only, and we have to know very well because like I must say, this is a language in 53 countries. There are people like 400 million people were using English as their first language worldwide, and you could see, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
I want to say there are multiple countries who use English as their first language. Right,
Yes,
Sanjeev?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
He's right. Very good. Go ahead, Sanjeev.
Okay, ma'am. And you could see the result of civil services. If you are going to doing comparison Hindu to English, ma'am. So you could see English given ever good result comparison to Hindi, ma'am. So this is one of the plus point. See, ma'am, I'm an engineer, and where I was working, my last company. So I was good in everywhere. Like I was working well in that company. But whenever manager and my senior like team manager, they are coming, so they are always talking and they are always using English. English to express their thought, and I was totally stuck in whenever they are talking with me. So I think that's why this is one of the important language that we have to know.
Good, Sandeep. So the point shared by Sandeep is excellent. Very good. So yes, Iman, Kanika, Neha, Poonam, Pritha. Pritha, why are you not saying anything? Say something, dear. You have to tell me the importance. तो आप ये समझो ना कि आपको importance of English बताना है. English क्यों जरूरी है? क्योंकि somehow if this is not important, then why you people are here? Okay, because this is a spoken language class. So if it is not important, I don't think so. You are going to waste your time, right? Because time is very precious, and we cannot return the time. So if it is not important, then why you people assembled here? Why I am here? We all are here to learn a specific language. We all are here how to communicate more effectively. We all are here to learn the fluency. We all are here to learn the approach of learning English. So yes, it is very essential to speak in English because, as Sanjeet has said, it is used as first language in most of the countries. Anyone else who wants to present something,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
I'll
Ma'am,
talk
I
some
want
other
to,
time.
ma'am, I
Yes,
want to
Shivani.
share an example.
Yes.
Ma'am, one of my friend, she's my classmate currently, and she's pursuing ITEP with me. She is very good at Hindi, but she was from Hindi medium. That's why she is unable to. She feel unable to express her thought in this language. And in Delhi University, most of the times, professors use English language. They only speak in this language. They teach in this language. They don't use Hindi. So she was very good at Hindi, but because she doesn't know this language, that's why she was not able to convey her thoughts or her ideas on many topics. So students understand, or most of the time try to demean her or humiliate her, that yeah, oh, you are studying in this university, you have completed your plus 2, and you are not able to speak in this language. So ma'am, English is, I think, very important, very playing very crucial or vital role in our life. Most of the time people try to don't understand ourselves, that we are she and one of my friend said to her that you are good for nothing. So
Oh my
ma'am,
God.
that's very
Very rude.
problematic. Yes ma'am. So I tried to make her understand that yeah, it's language. I'm also from Hindi medium. I have completed my plus 2 a year ago. Still I'm trying to learn this language. It doesn't matter that what was your medium, from where you are coming from. So just try to learn. I think there's no way to that anyone can make you understand until and unless you try. So that, ma'am, this example I want to
Shivani,
share.
ask your friend to join Tree Campus and just show her that Pooja ma'am is also from Hindi medium.
Yes, ma'am, I have shared with her.
Yes, I'm also from Hindi medium, but this was my passion for learning this language. And see, with my 4 to 5 years of struggle, now I'm a spoken language trainer. So if I can do that, you also can do that. Okay? So only thing that you need to work on, you need to work hard. You have to passionate about learning anything, whether it's you are learning English, or you're learning cooking, or you're learning driving, or you're preparing for civil services, or you're preparing for any exam. Okay, so you have to be passionate, my dear. See, I was really passionate for learning this language. I have done multiple things, like from reading a newspaper. In this journey, I have committed so many mistakes. I have started reading newspaper, which was too high as for my standard. I was not able to read it properly. I was not able to know the meaning. It was not easily comprehend to me. So then I said, why I should start from a newspaper like Telegraph and Hindustan Times or Hindu. I think I have to start from the basic, from the basic. I have considered myself as zero. Okay. So yes, then I have started to, yes, English is accepted or as a first language, and to get you know what to get socially acceptance, for socially acceptance, you must be acquainted with this information that English, knowing English and communicating in English is important. Okay. Okay. So now let's talk about. I also have some points to share apart from you people. So the communication medium of today's civilization undoubtedly thrives on the English language. That we have discussed for, I think now it is, yeah, we are discussing for the last 45 minutes that in today's civilization, undoubtedly, communication totally thrives on English language. It means apart from the language we speak at home, मतलब कि घर पे जो हम बात करते हैं, nowadays people start communicating in English at home also with their parents. ठीक है, अभी तो सब बहुत एडवांस हो गए हैं भाई, घर पे भी इंग्लिश में बात करते हैं लोग, ऐसे लोग हैं बहुत सारे. ठीक है, सो अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस आई थिंक नो अदर वर्क प्लेस इज देयर वेयर पीपल आर टॉकिंग इन अदर लैंग्वेज. Talking in English is nowadays become a fashion statement. Okay, so this is because English has for long been the medium of instruction and communication, the medium of instruction, communication in education. Okay, so this is because English has for long been the medium of instruction and communication in education, business interaction, trade, and commerce. So whatever medium I'm using, so English is being used for medium of instruction, means जब भी हमें किसी को interact करना होता है, तो we need English. जब भी हमें बिजनेस के बारे में कुछ बात करनी होती है, वी नीड इंग्लिश फॉर इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिकेशन. कॉमर्स का मतलब यहाँ पे सब्जेक्ट कॉमर्स की बात नहीं, फॉर कमर्शियल पर्पस ऑल्सो वी नीड इंग्लिश. सो इंग्लिश इज कंसिडर्ड एज इंटरनेशनल लैंग्वेज. So one should, if you want to enhance your personality, if you want to enhance your international engagement, so you must be acquainted with English communication. So it is an international language and it is an important factor in today's globalized world. So yes, English में बात करना, English समझना, English में अपने आप को present करना is in today's world is important. Okay, Poonam is raising hand. Hi Poonam. Hi Poonam,
Hello,
you can unmute. Hello Poonam.
okay, ma'am. According to me, for English language is a very great language because from which we can communicate across the world anywhere, and I really appreciate it. And I learned from English language from many K dramas. Like I also read lots of subtitles when they speak in their language, but I want to understand with the help of subtitles. And this is very important for me because I also relate myself to another kind of cultures and like another kind of world which I never seen before. But I really today I'm feeling very good when I speak in English, and I also appreciate myself because I'm also in Hindi medium. But now today I feel very great when I express my feelings in English, and that's why I also joined another FEA. Like this is a very good communication stage where I also break my all the fears in a speaking English. That's why I want to share my feelings on this.
Very good. Very good Poonam. Also, one thing I would like to rectify. I am also in from Hindi medium. I'm also from Hindi medium. Okay, Poonam?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Poonam. So yes, thank you so much for sharing your views. Okay, so yes, who wants to read? Because for many days we have not done the reading part. So who wants to read? I'll give chance. Pritha, would you like to read?
Ma'am, I want to read.
Who is saying? Kanika, wait. You have shared your views. So I'll give chance to the people, those who have not said anything. Okay, Pritha, you are not saying anything, my dear. Would you like to read on? Reading तो कर ही सकते हैं हम लोग. Suhani, hi Suhani.
Yes, ma'am.
So Suhani, would you like to read this, whatever written on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. The communication medium of today's civilization undoubtedly thrives on the English language. This is because English has long been the medium of instruction and communication in education, business, international trade, and commerce. It is an international language and is an important factor in today's globalized world.
Very good, Suhani. I must appreciate. And yes, globalized. Say globalized.
Globalized.
Okay, very good, very well done. Good. Okay, so now let's come to the next point, educating in English. Nowadays, everyone wants their kids to study in English convent school. It is because they know the importance of English communication. Okay, so let's read about this. A child could be educated in the native language also. Yes, we know. We can teach a child in their native language, in their mother tongue. ड्यूरिंग द इनिशियल 3 years, मतलब ड्यूरिंग द इनिशियल ईयर्स जो है एक बच्चे को हम उसकी मदर लैंग्वेज में ही पढ़ाते हैं, सिखाते हैं. बट एज द लेवल ऑफ एजुकेशन इंक्रीजेस, his or her thirst for knowledge in the array of different fields will also increase. तो जैसे जैसे एजुकेशन का जो लेवल है वो बढ़ेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अभी मेरी बेटी नर्सरी में, राइट नाउ माई डॉटर इज इन नर्सरी. So right now she's still speaking in their native language, but yes, I can see the change. She's trying to speak in English. She's replying me, and you know what? One thing, I also make sure that at least because every time their teachers are speaking in English, there are multiple her friends talk in English. So nowadays, her first of speaking in English has enhanced. उसकी जो भूख है ना इंग्लिश में बात करने की, वो बढ़ी है. और ये कैसे बढ़ी है? ये बढ़ी है क्योंकि उसके आसपास के जो माहौल में लोग इंग्लिश में बात कर. Her teacher is talking in English, her friends are talking in English, her mother is a spoken English trainer, and everybody else is saying, okay, your mother is a spoken English trainer, why are you not speaking in English? So now her thirst for speaking in English has been increasing day by day. So as the level of education, and yes, uh, surroundings also somehow is can play the important factor, like it's did in my daughter's case. Okay, so as the level of education increases, so students' learning can be enhanced. The array of different fields will also increase. To progress in the field of science, computers, mathematics, or any of the civil services, as a career, the knowledge of English is mandatory. So whether you want to study, अगर आपको पढ़ना है, कुछ करियर बनाना है साइंस में, कंप्यूटर्स में, मैथमेटिक्स में, लॉ में, सिविल सर्विसेज में, या किसी भी सरकारी तंत्र में आपको काम करना है, तो नॉलेज ऑफ इंग्लिश इज मैंडेटरी. तो ये बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है कि आपको इंग्लिश आनी चाहिए, ना सिर्फ लिखना और पढ़ना समझना, बस आपको इंग्लिश में बात भी करनी आनी चाहिए. ठीक है? The internet savvy generation of today can't do so without the knowledge of English. Yes, in today's era, anything cannot be possible. Not everything is possible in Hindi or in other language. So you must be acquainted with this information of English. Even if it is at a basic level, in the information technology field, computer programs are required to code using syntax within English. तो नाउअडेज इट इज मैंडेटरी. ये ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई हम क्यों सीखे, ये हमारी नेटिव लैंग्वेज, हम उसी में बात करेंगे. जो कंप्यूटर के जो प्रोग्रामर्स हैं उनको सीखना तो और मैंडेटरी है, क्योंकि जब वो कोडिंग करते हैं, जो कोडर्स होते हैं, जो बिजनेस एनालिस्ट होते हैं, उनके डेटा, जो डेटा एनालाइज होते हैं, उनके डेटा इंग्लिश में होते हैं. जो प्रोग्राम कंप्यूटर के जो कोड्स होते हैं वो इंग्लिश में होते हैं. जो सरकारी फाइल्स होते हैं, बहुत सारी सरकारी फाइल्स जो है, उनको फीड करना पड़ता है कंप्यूटर में, सिस्टम में, तो आप इंग्लिश में ही कर सकते हैं. So there are multiple things that only English is acceptable there. So somehow it is very essential for us to learn English. Okay. Getting a job in a multinational organization in your own country or in a foreign country will necessarily require a sound knowledge of English. So yes, अगर आपको एक मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी में काम करना है, फॉर एग्जांपल गूगल, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, तो अगर आपको इन जैसी कंपनीज में काम करना है, if you really want to work in these type of company, then let me tell you that learning English, speaking English is mandatory. And not only this, may being a teacher, you know what? Since I'm a language teacher, so speaking in other language is a crime for me. I'm a teacher. मैं एक स्कूल में पढ़ाती थी, जब मैं बच्चों को स्कूल में छोटे छोटे बच्चों को पढ़ाती थी, so then I use, because for me कि बाइलिंगुअल होना, बाइलिंगुअली पढ़ाना बहुत अच्छा होता है, क्योंकि बच्चों को उनके उनके स्तर पे जाके पढ़ाना वो ज्यादा अच्छा होता है. बट यू नो व्हाट, my in charges used to show me, no ma'am, you are a language teacher, you couldn't speak in any other language, you have to speak in English only, no other language is accepted. Okay, so they are saying they are making this an issue. For me, you are a language teacher. How can you speak with the students with in any other language? अरे मैं बोले जा रही हूँ, सामने वाले को समझ में तो आना चाहिए. I was ready to argument. I was ready for an argument that, ma'am, I know that I am meeting first. I make the student to learn English, to understand whatever I'm saying. It must comprehend to others also. बिफोर टीचिंग, अगर मैं उसको सिखाऊंगी नहीं और पहले ही बकबक करने लगूंगी और मैं उसको सिखा भी रही हूँ उस लैंग्वेज उसको समझ में ही नहीं आ रही, तो फिर मैं कैसे करूंगी, मैं कैसे बात करूंगी, मैं उसको कैसे समझाऊंगी. बट यस, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ये बात नहीं समझते हैं, नहीं सुनते हैं. आपको इंग्लिश सीखना है, आपको कर. इवन यू नो व्हाट स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ-अ-डेज हिंदी, संस्कृत टीचर्स, रीजनल लैंग्वेज टीचर्स आर आल्सो एक्सपेक्टेड टू स्पीक इन सम बेसिक लैंग्वेज. Even they are also not allowed to speak in Hindi or any other local language. You have to speak in English. आपको इंटरव्यू इंग्लिश में ही देना है, चाहे आप हिंदी टीचर हो, चाहे आप उर्दू टीचर हो, चाहे आप संस्कृत टीचर हो. ठीक है, आपको जो अपना इंटरव्यू है वो आपको इंग्लिश में ही देना है. आपको अपने सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने के अलावा आपके अपनी कोलीग से इंग्लिश में ही बात करनी है. यू आर नॉट अलाउड टू टॉक इन एनी अदर लैंग्वेज. सो दिस इज द गैप दैट वी नीड टू फिल. ठीक है, किसी से इतना कॉन्फ्लिक्ट करने से अच्छा, आर्गुमेंट में पढ़ने से अच्छा है कि बेटर यू लर्न दिस लैंग्वेज. ओके, सो यस, नाउ आई वांट, मैंने तो बहुत कुछ बता दिया. आई हैव इनिशिएटेड सेवरल थिंग्स. So now I want, now come up with your own thoughts. We have 4 to 5 minutes left. So yes, come up with your thoughts. Acha, Rupali, you have written that it also depends on our willingness and how much efforts we are doing to learn this language. Yes, that is absolutely correct. You have written, then I initiate. No, most of the time I feel it's not my cup of tea, and then I think about you, ma'am, and I initiate my journey. No, initiate का मतलब कोई चीज शुरू करना होता है. ठीक है, तो आपने अपनी जर्नी शुरू कर दी है. नाउ यू कैन नॉट, अगर इनिशिएट कर चुकी है तो इनिशिएटेड हो जाए. देन आई थिंक अबाउट यू, मैम, एंड देन आई हैव इनिशिएटेड माय जर्नी. ओके, सो क्योंकि आपने शुरू कर चुके हो रूपाली, यू हैव ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड योर जर्नी ऑफ लर्निंग इंग्लिश. ओके रूपाली, ऑलराइट, थैंक यू सो मच. यस, जो लोग भी नहीं बोल रहे हैं, लाइक शीतल, शीतल ने कुछ नहीं बोला. हाय शीतल. हेलो शीतल. Okay, so Sanjeev, whatever you have written, I want you to express your thoughts in the form of verbal communication. Sanjeev, come on, go ahead. जो आपने चैट बॉक्स के थ्रू शेयर किया है, मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप उसको verbally शेयर करिए.
Yes, ma'am. I said, like, we could say, like, before some days, like, Indian government and like, member of parliament, they implemented a law of our Indian constitutions about the languages. So South Indian people, they are totally denying to talk in Hindi, but they are not denying to talk in English because they
Yes,
know
that is
if
also not
we.
acceptable.
Yes, ma'am.
I
That's
don't
why I'm telling
consider
you.
it as good. I don't consider. Okay, fine. You want to speak in some specific language, that is well and good, but you cannot ignore some other language. You know what? Speaking English is compulsory, I know, but to demean some other language is not mandatory, I guess.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. So, but without like no, without any pressure, they are talking in English because they know very well. If we can talk in English, so they will be very beneficial for them. Because most of the South Indian people they wanted to go abroad, and they know if we will know English, then it will be like they will be in abroad because like majority of people they are talking in English in abroad, so that's why they are talking English and they are not ignoring English. And instead of English, they are ignoring Hindi, so that is not good for me also, ma'am. So that's why I wanted to say to you.
Very excellent, excellent points given by you, Sajid. So, all right, yes, my dear students, it's time to wind up our session. I hope so. You have learned the importance of learning English. So, somehow, if you have 1% of doubt that what is the objective of joining this class, I hope so. All doubts must have cleared today. So, why it is because we have discussed about several points that what is the significance of learning English, why it is important to learn English communication, why English is considered as the first language in most of the country. So yes, I hope all the students must have learned something from this class. So yes, please share your opinions, please share your feedbacks. Let's start with Rupali. Yes, Rupali.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this fascinating and amazing session. Yes, ma'am, I learned so much. What should be learning this language? And most of the times, we can say in our colonial period or after independence, most of the states were trying to were saying that please separate us. We are not the part of India just because of language. That they are saying they were saying that Indian government is imposing Hindi language on upon us. So South Indian states and most of the times we say that Northeast Eastern states say that please separate us, divide us. We are not part of India. But by this language, we can say that there's a harmony which we can see. Yes,
Very
ma'am,
good.
that was my opinion.
Very good,
I learned a
Rupali.
lot. Thank you, ma'am.
Very good. So yes, anyone else would like to share the feedback of the class? So have you learned something from the class? Would you like to give your feedback, valuable feedback about the class? Anyone? Or it's time to say toodles? Okay, no issues. Fine. So yes, let's meet up again tomorrow for learning something
Ma'am, I
new.
love this word toodles a lot, which I have learned from you.
Toodles to say bye in a funny way. The
Yes,
meaning of
ma'am.
toodles to say bye in a funny way.
Slok also love this word a lot.
Okay. So yes, all right, students, so it's time to say bye-bye and see you again with some new and interesting topics. So bye-bye, take care of yourself, and please download Tree Campus. You have to download Tree Campus. Toodles, love. Bye-bye.